Board of Direct Entry Midwifery meeting is convening at 8:04 a.m. on December 5th, 2024 at the Health Licensing Office in Salem, Oregon by telephone conference call. I will now call roll. Lennon Clark, absent. Rebecca Fisher. Meredith Klein, absent. Christine Morales.
Here.
Lynette Pettibone.
Here.
Misha Roenick.
Here.
And Meredith Mance, absent. Members, when you wish to speak, please state your name for the record. Members are asked to not use the chat feature during meetings. Public members attending in person wishing to speak must first sign in on the roster sheet available. For the public members on MS Teams, please email Josh Page at josh.page@oha.oregon.gov and provide your first and last name. Public and interested parties' feedback may be heard during the public and interested parties' feedback period indicated on the agenda, which is not on the agenda. Everyone is asked to use appropriate manners, language, and protocols when conducting board business. This meeting is now called to order. That's a mouthful. Okay.
I believe we had Meredith Klein join as well.
Oh, very good.
Yes, I'm on the phone.
Okay, Meredith's here at 8:06. Okay, so the first item on the agenda is, since Meredith is not here, Meredith Mance, the board needs to nominate someone to serve as chair for this meeting. So, entertain a motion.
This is Christine, and I nominate Lynette.
This is Becky Fisher, and I second that.
Okay, I'll go ahead and call the roll. Rebecca Fisher,
I'm here.
Meredith Klein,
Aye.
Christine Morales,
Aye.
Lynette Pettibone,
Aye.
Misha Roenick,
Aye.
and Lennon and Meredith Mance are absent. Okay, Lynette, do you have the scripts? If you do not, I
I
can
don't know
send
where
them.
they are. They came in an email at some point, but I can't find them. Can someone tell me where? Wait, maybe.
Are you emailing them to her?
I am.
Okay.
We've already done the opens. We don't need that one, right?
Correct.
We just need agenda. Oh, well, we need to approve the agenda first, correct?
Yes.
Will someone make a motion to approve the agenda?
This is Christine. I make a motion to approve the agenda.
And this is Misha, I second.
Great. A motion has been made and seconded to approve the agenda. I don't have a roll sheet, so I'm just going to go by what I see. Becky Fisher.
Aye.
Misha Roenick.
Aye.
Christine Morales.
Aye.
Meredith Mance is absent, and Meredith Klein.
Aye.
Is there someone I'm forgetting?
I think you forgot yourself.
Oh, thank you. I, Lynette Pettibone, and that motion has passed. And so we move on to item number 3, which is executive session.
Did you get the scripts? I sent them.
Yes.
Perfect. So it's the legal advice one.
Great. So the Board of Direct Entry Midwifery will now meet in an executive session pursuant to ORS 192.660, 2F, ORS 192.3559A, and ORS 40.255 for the purpose of considering information exempt from public discussion at 8:09 a.m. on December 5th, 2024. Representatives of the news media shall be allowed to attend the executive session. Audience members attending through MS Teams will now be moved into a separate breakout room, and audience members attending in person are asked to leave the room Well, for the duration of executive session, please continue to keep your phone muted and cameras off. Are there any representatives of the news media on Zoom? Recognizing that there is no news media in attendance, the public will be moved to a separate breakout room for the duration of the executive session. Please continue to keep your phone muted and cameras off. The board will return to open session before taking any final action or making any final decisions. It is estimated that the board will return to public session at, how long do we think?
5 to 10 minutes.
Okay, so at 8:20 a.m., please be aware that this is possible that the board's executive session may last longer than 8:20 a.m. If the public has questions about whether the board is still in executive session, then the public can contact Josh Page at josh.page@oha.oregon.gov. The board is now in executive discussion.
And Lynette, this is Heather Vogelsong. I'm just going to make a correction to one of the ORS sites. It's 40.225 for the executive session, just for the record. Thank you.
Thanks, Heather. The Board of Direct Entry Midwifery will now exit executive session and reconvene in open session at 8:29 a.m. No final decisions were made and no votes were taken in executive session. The public will be moved from the breakout room back to the meeting, and the representatives of the media may once again report on all board discussions and actions.
All right, so next item on the agenda is to go into a non-public session to deliberate a contested case. So you should have a different script for that, Lynette.
Great, thank you. So number 5 on the agenda, deliberation of a contested case. The Board of Direct Entry Midwifery will now leave the public session pursuant to ORS 192.6901B to deliberate on a contested case at 8:30 a.m. on December 5th, 2024. The deliberation will not be recorded and no final decisions will be made. We're now reconvening in open session. The Board of Direct Entry Midwifery will now reconvene open session at 8:52 a.m. No final decisions were made and no votes were taken. The public will be moved back from the breakout room, and representatives of the media may once again report all board discussions and actions.
The next thing on the agenda would be we would need someone to make a motion if we're going to make one. So the motion that we would need would be to for the board to adopt the. Let me get the case number.
This is Misha. I think I have it.
Okay.
But in case number 199369, a motion to move to approve the signed settlement agreement and delegate to, sorry, I don't mean to delegate incorrectly, but Becky Fisher, I believe, the authority to sign the settlement agreement on behalf of the board.
Heather, did that work, or do we want to do 2 separate motions?
This is Heather Vogelsong. That motion is completely fine unless the board has a discussion on who should sign the agreement other than Becky Fisher. But if there's a second and an approval to have Becky Fisher sign it, then that motion is perfect.
Great. Is there a second?
This is Christine, I second.
Great. There has been a motion and a second. I will now call roll. Lynette Pettibone, aye. Meredith Klein.
Aye.
Meredith Mance is absent. Misha Ronick.
Aye.
Rebecca Fisher.
Aye.
And Christine Morales.
Aye.
Great. Motion passes.
All right. So, yeah, moving on. The next The next thing on the agenda is number 8, which is possible deliberation of proposed supervisors and classes in case number 199369. So I believe that there's an
This is
issues. Sorry.
This is Meredith Klein. I just wanted to say for the record that I am hanging up now. I have to do prenatal.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And do we still have quorum?
Yes.
We should have 4.
Okay.
Just quorum.
So looking at the meeting materials, we have a list of classes and their course descriptions. And I was trying to find, we also have some information on supervisors.
That's right. There's a approved supervisor list. There's an issue statement to review the following supervisors submitted by the respondent. One is Heather Hack Sullivan, and the other one is Amelia Smith. And then their information is on that issue statement.
Great. Are there any comments or questions from board members on these supervisors? Any concerns?
I didn't have any concerns, but I don't, based on what was submitted, but I don't particularly know them. So I don't know if anybody else has any concerns.
This is Misha. Same. I have no concerns and no background to compare for them.
I would say it's the same for me. I have no background, but I have no concern.
Amelia Smith is the current president and/or executive director of the Oregon Midwifery Council, just for additional information. I have no concerns either. Do we need a motion to approve them, or do we do that together with the classes?
We can do it separately because the classes are. Yeah, we can do it separately. Probably just cleaner that way. And we can move on and discuss classes, which.
This is Christine. I motion to accept the supervisors submitted.
This is Becky Fisher. I second.
Great, we have a motion and a second. I'll call roll for a vote. Lynette Pettibone, aye. Meredith Klein is absent. Meredith Mance is absent. Misha Ronick,
Aye.
Rebecca Fisher,
Aye.
and Christine Morales.
Aye.
Thank you. Motion passes. And so now we're discussing the classes that were submitted,
That's right.
approval of courses. And we have better charting for midwives, taught by Silka Akerson. Fetal assessment in labor, taught by Holly Scholes. And a transfer class. So many pages here, you guys. Transfer tools for midwives, EMS, and hospital providers. Is a collaboration course. These are all off of Hive. Anyone have questions, comments, concerns?
This is Misha. I didn't have any concerns about these courses. They looked relevant to what the agreement, what we stipulated. I guess my only question, I think in the agreement, we said a total of 5 classes. And I didn't know if this was this list was proposed to sort of from, in the case was proposed to like meet all 5, or just to say like, here are the first 3 and we'll let you know what the next 2 are.
Yeah, that was my assessment as well, that there's still 2 classes outstanding.
Yeah, that I believe is that's what we're talking about here. These are going to fulfill 3 of the classes, and then there are 2 more that will need to be assessed and reviewed and identified at a later date.
Great. Any other further discussion about the approval or disapproval of these courses? And if not, does someone want to make a motion?
I move that we accept these 3 classes as part of the 5 that are recommended.
And a
This
second?
is Christina.
Thanks, Christine. A motion has been made and seconded regarding the approval of courses. I'll now call roll for a vote. Lynette Pettibone, aye. Meredith Klein is absent. Meredith Mance is absent. Misha Ronick,
Aye.
Rebecca Fisher,
Aye.
and Christine Morales.
Aye.
The motion passes. Anything else on our agenda for this session?
Let me get back to the agenda. There it is. No, that's the last thing on the agenda.
Excellent. Are we ready to close the meeting, or is there any? I think that was the last thing on the agenda as well. Am I correct?
That's right. You can convene the meeting anytime you're ready.
Excellent. So the Board of Direct Entry meeting is adjourned at 9:03 a.m.
Right.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, everybody.